I think I'm going to divorce my wife. Okay, so here is the backstory. My wife and I have been married over 2 years. We have no kids together but each have kids from a prior relationship. Her parents passed away when she was a teenager, and I am really close to my mom. After we married she got close to my mother as well. My wife has the absolute worst mood swings when it's that time of the month. She overreacts to an extreme degree to everything. She's also a very, very jealous woman. These are things that I thought had gotten better over time, but I was wrong. We've had plenty of fights over stupid things before, and she is the type that doesn't have that part inside of her that tells her to stop because she's going too far. To be clear, I have never cheated on my wife and never would do such a thing. I try to spoil her as much as I can and show my love. She does the same for me most of the time as well. We are currently selling our house and buying a new house. She usually isn't the frugal type but she has been extra big on saving money for the move. Well, my mom came to visit, which happens about once a year. It happens to be the worst week of the month. Wife is hormonal. My mother finally got to see that side and it was the worst episode ever. Everything that she did has happened before but to a lesser degree. We went to pick up my kids from their mothers. I got out and walked over to get my kids from pickup. My mom was in the front seat and wife in the back seat. I opened my mom's door so my kids ran over to hug their grandma and we were all happy. Then my ex/baby mama spoke to my mother and said hi, hope she's doing good, and said something about the summer heat. That's it. I know I said my wife is jealous, but when it comes to my ex I'm not allowed to speak to her unless it's about the kids. My wife suddenly starts blowing up my phone with texts from the back seat. She says I did this on purpose and is pissed my ex spoke to my mom and that I even got out of the car. Well, we picked up my stepdaughter too and went home. My wife basically shut herself in our room with her daughter and left my mom, my kids and myself out in the living room. We ordered pizza for pickup but they said they weren't hungry. They decided to go shopping by where the pizza was but didn't want anyone going with them and refused to pick up the food. So I went and got it, came back and hung out with my family while my wife and her daughter were out for a couple of hours. Now during all of this I tried pulling her aside to talk and she refused. She just kept saying I was a piece of shit and I just wanted to piss her off on purpose. Nothing would calm her down. I texted her constantly trying to get her to come hang and be a family but she refused. Even that night I tried making up with her and calming her down but nothing worked. The next day I had already bought tickets to see a matinee show for all of us but my wife and her daughter decided they weren't going. So those tickets went to waste. And while at the movie she starts blowing up my phone again. We have a camera security system and she played back a living room feed from the previous evening while she was away where my mom was asking me what happened and why she was acting strange. I was honest with my mom and told her I was frustrated by it. My mom said she needs to grow the hell up and stop being like this. Well, my wife heard this and now says she won't be in the same house with my mom because I allowed my mom to talk shit about her without having her back. So while at the movie, my wife gets her daughter and goes to pick up another one of her older kids and takes them to a water park resort. She spends over $2,000 on a room and shopping. We are not rich people. This represented 1/5 of what we have been able to save. I've said she has done things like this in the past. Went on shopping sprees to scare me and buy whatever she wants, but she usually returns things if it's super expensive, like the LV purse she bought once. Last year a super similar even happened where she took her daughter to Disney and left me and my kids home. Now she did invite us after she already got there and calmed down, but fuck that. My income is nearly twice what hers is but I never ever bring that up. She just takes advantage of having the money to spend. I don't really spend a lot. I prefer saving for the future but don't mind the occasional splurge. Just not like this out of spite. So my mom knows what happened. My kids are wondering why she's not home. I'm embarrassed and upset. It's Father's Day and she basically said she loves me and will be home today. I told her yesterday to come home last night or we were done. I know I'm probably leaving out details and stuff but I'm just so upset still. I'm not controlling, but it's just gotten ridiculous at how selfish she gets and how her immature jealousy blinds her. She literally thinks I deserved everything because it's my fault. Now I have to figure out how to stop the sale of my house, which I bought way prior to our marriage, and the purchase of our new house. I know we will lose earnest money and that's fine. I'm just terrified of being further tied to this woman now and think divorce is just the right path to take. I love her but I just don't think I can keep dealing with how jealous and immature and heartless she can get at times.